Hello, hello, hello. I am Dory with Prairie Scraps and surprise, happy Valentine's Day. I had a little time on my hands because my oldest is off doing singing Valentine's today with the school. And so I am home. I'm home. I got my other daughter's school done. So I had a little gap in time. So I thought I'd surprise you and do a really quick craft, do a little craft therapy today. We are going to make a t-shirt. Oh my goodness, you guys. So this is our ink mat. I'm going to use that to make the t-shirt. And I gotta be really honest. Mine needs to, hello, Mel. I'm going to put you down. I appreciate you being here. If you are coming on and you don't see that live, make sure you say hello and do hashtag replays. I know you were here. That helps me out. I am, like I said, Dory Joe. Oh, shoot. This is a long sleeve. Wasn't thinking that at all. It's a pink long sleeve. I don't know if it'll fit me. I don't want to do this. I didn't realize it was a long sleeve. I was just going through like in my size and found this one. I guess it's a men's shirt. I got it at our thrift or our what do you call it? Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. And usually their t-shirts are $5, but I probably got it on like $3 special. But this is a long sleeve t-shirt. It's made by Hanes, so that's why I picked it up, because the Hanes ones are always good quality. But I'm going to use our ink mat in here. Mine is not very sticky, so I tell you what, you do have to take care of them. And then, you know, they do have a limit in uses, but we've probably done at least 100 things. So so it's had its use for sure. I'm going to use this. Let me put you down here. Sorry. Talking along here. I'm going to use this t-shirt aligner. And if you want the link for it, I can get that to you. I don't get any kickbacks or anything from that. I just, want to help you out if I can. And I like to use it mostly just line up on the t-shirt and find the middle. That kind of helps me. I'm super, I'm not very good at being, well, I do measure once in a while, but I'm not great at it. Oftentimes I just do by sight, like what looks good to me. So that is where it is. And I don't necessarily, I just usually go on the bottom edge of this, and it seems like it places it in the right spot. So you can see I did my t-shirt, this, and that's the area that it is. So kind of, I think it ends up pretty good. You may differ in your opinion. You could do yours differently. That's a great thing about doing your own t-shirts, is you can do your own thing. Do whatever works. So I have a couple of options for t-shirts, and I haven't even decided yet. I love this one. This one is called Prayer Warrior, and it, of course, says Prayer Warrior. It's also got Saved by Grace, which is in Ephesians 2:8. Faith over fear, and then Salt and Light, be the good. With our lantern that I did the other night, I'm kind of leaning up away from that. So let's set that up there for now. But the other one I was wanting to do actually is this Mama Needs Coffee. I kind of like it. There's some great other ones you can do, Raising Wildflowers or Raising Legends. Also Snack Dealer and the flowers. I'm liking the Mama Needs Coffee. So, and I'm going to use some color changing ink that I got when I went to leadership. They gave us a little jar of it. It's permanent ink. And you have to be in the UV light to see it change. It looks white, but then when you go out, it turns purple when you go outside. So I might have to try to do a video of that so you can see the color changing. We don't currently carry any in, but our color of the month 2 months ago was some Biscuit palette pack, and there were 2 yellow and 2 blue of those, the color changing as well. One was called Sun, one was called Sky, and those were there, but I don't think I want to put blue or yellow on a pink shirt. So this one is supposed to be purple. So, and I have seen it, I don't know. It has to be in the UV. So it doesn't even work like in front of lights here in the campers to change colors. So Anyway, I would actually, if you're interested in the UV things, hey Karen, good to see you. If you are interested in the UV, or I'm sorry, the color changing inks, put color change or change, put change down below. And I will let you know. I'll put you on a list and let you know when it comes, because I think this is not far off. They told the leaders about it and gave us a sample of it. It's definitely something that is going to be available at some point. So this is a brand new transfer, and usually if I was using, actually I kind of like these with these to be cut. I don't always cut mine, but these sign ones I kind of do, because then I can put it in my binder. So I'm just going to cut it in half because then it fits better in my binder. Maybe controversial. I don't know. I used to cut all of them in half, or all of them to pieces, but now I like to leave them kind of together because I can figure out what I'm missing, because once in a while I lose one. Like I get it stuck to something, can't find it, or I drop it on the way from the camper into the house. Done that a lot. The other night I dropped my new squeegee that I just got for my year of being with Chuck Couture. I dropped it outside on my way in the house along with the stir stick. And there it lay. My husband must have found it and brought it in because he set it on the counter. It was all dirty. Oops. I didn't cut very straight there, so I'm not good at cutting. All right. So you just cut in the recesses. And if I were putting this on, I'm going to have to be careful about that because it's got a little cut in it. So I don't want to get ink into that. But if I were going to do this like on wood or on a sign or something, I would want to fuzz this first. And to find the center, this is the other part where the center comes. I usually just fold it, and I got it right next to that little cut. So I can just go ahead and line it up with the center mark. Remember, I kind of went side to side. And because we're doing this on fabric, I don't need to fuzz this before I use it. The reason you fuzz it is so that it doesn't stick too hard to your surfaces. Oh, there's something under there. Don't know what that is. Something inside. Oh, it's a tag. That would have been lumpy. You want to take all the bubbles and everything. Hey, Tarina, good to see you. I'm going to put my t-shirt together today. In fact, I thought it was a t-shirt, but it's actually a long sleeve t-shirt. So there's that. But I had a little extra time today. It is a piano lesson, guitar lesson day. Ooh, that doesn't even have a lid on it. Usually they come with like a little plastic thing on there, and it didn't. So it's kind of in the lid. I'm going to get that out first and use that. This is very exciting to use my color changing ink. But I had a little extra time today because my daughter's out doing Singing Valentines. They do it for a fundraiser. You can hire them to go out, and I think this one maybe won't show very much on this, which is okay because it's the color changing, but when I go outside or get sunlight on it, it'll be fine. So we'll see. I don't know. I guess I didn't think through this very well because this is such a pale pink, I can hardly see it. And maybe it'll be a pale purple. I don't know. You want to make sure you put enough on there. You have lots more time when you do ink because it doesn't matter if it dries in the transfer. It's not going to peel off when you peel your transfer back. So just take your time, get all the spots filled, make sure that you got it on there good, and it'll be good to go. I'm being kind of stingy though, because I'm really hoping this. I don't know that I'll be doing color changing ink on people's t-shirts for them, except for our family. Maybe I'll do some for, I don't know. We got spring break coming up. I don't know if we're going to get to go or not. It is just a tight year. We had a wedding this year. And then of course we've had expenses helping with college and stuff like that. So it's just been a tight year. So, but I want to go. I just want to go to Boise and just stay for a week at an Airbnb and my husband's. I did think about using the what is it, coffee before talkie, the cup with this too. So that would be another idea where you could cross over and use other ones for sure. That was easy peasy. So any extra, I'm just going to put it right back into this container and grab the stuff around the edges that I had spilled. I'm sure that happened in my suitcase. Good thing that didn't spill. It didn't have like a seal on it. I didn't even know that. So anyway, that's pretty exciting to have color changing. You can kind of see it's a little bit turning purple, maybe a little bit from the daylight in here. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see if we can see it. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. So glad you joined me. I'm going to set this over here so it doesn't get on anything. Ink still is going to be permanent once it dries. So if you make a little boo-boo, you can kind of get it off if you get it with water right away while it's still wet. But it will go ahead and... Hello. Is it Clifton? What's your name? I remember seeing you around, but I can't remember your name. Sorry. Anyway, you want to make sure you don't make little boo-boos because it's sometimes hard to get it off. This you can hardly see. You can hardly see it. I'll have to do like a before and after. Like, I know, isn't it hard to see? It's almost like the same color. So I'm hoping once it gets in UV light, it'll be nice and bright for me. So that is it. That's what I'm going to do today and try it out. I may have to, if I don't like it, you know, I may have to come back and do it over with, you know, go over it with some different paste so I can see it. I wasn't really thinking through that. I had some black ones, but I wasn't sure if that would even show up. So it's kind of interesting to have very little view of it right now. I know it looks, probably it's even worse on camera, right? So what I'll do is I'll let this dry and then I'll come back with an iron and a piece of parchment paper and just heat set that on high heat, and it will be good to go. You can wash and dry. This shirt has been, if you want to see mine, it's been washed and dried. This is not color change. It's just our regular ink. So our inks are permanent. They're non-toxic, so you can stand the smell. And I have been in a silk printing shop, and it smells so strongly. It's kind of crazy. The lady that was in there, I think she was just getting high. Like she's like, yeah, my neighbor in this office building is complaining because of the smell. And I'm like, I can totally see why. So, because it is such a strong smelling. If you've ever worked with ink, it's very smelly product. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. It is a Wednesday. Happy Valentine's Day. If you want the information to make this, you can make this in regular ink, like I said, and make it permanent. Washing and drying does not affect it in any way. In fact, the t-shirts I've made for my husband are... they're so strong, like he's worn out the t-shirt before he's worn out the ink. The ink is still standing, the t-shirt is not. So it's kind of an interesting thing, but I love the ink because it sets into the fabric, and so you really can't get that out. I'm going to turn this around so you can take a look at that, see what that looks like. I know it's very vague on there, but it should change to a purple. I know it'll change to a purple in the UV light. Of course, we're in fluorescence here, so it doesn't really work, but you can kind of see it. Stay tuned. I will take a before and after picture. Hello, Rhonda. Thank you for joining in. We're doing a color changing t-shirt, and I didn't realize I was going to be so light. But it says Mama needs coffee, which is probably true all day, every day for me. So there is that. And like I said, I kind of have a stash of t-shirts I picked up, and this was one from Family Dollar, but I find oftentimes Michael's is a great place to get t-shirts. If you're looking for them, that's a great place to get it. But this would be a really cute, like on a diaper bag, or just a bag to take books or whatever in, or a purse, you know, like in the summertime, Mama needs coffee. And there's lots of options on that one. You can make lots of different t-shirt choices. There's Snack Dealer, Raising Legends, Raising Wildflowers. Those are all the options on that particular transfer. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a very blessed day. Happy Valentine's Day. And we will see you soon. Keep on crafting.